Hello and welcome. These are some of the events that characterized our funds in July. The global economy recovered somewhat after Brexit. The portfolio managers took advantage of market turmoil, and all of the funds were in line with or ahead of their benchmark indices. It was indeed a dramatic month of July, during which a number of terrorist attacks took place, as well as a coup attempt in Turkey. Many people feared that the referendum in the UK would result in a protracted downturn in the global economy. Just 1 week later, however, the market had recovered most of the losses from the days following the referendum. The portfolio managers used the market turmoil following the coup attempt in Turkey in mid-July to reduce some of the fund's exposure to the country. And it's gratifying to note that all of our funds delivered returns that were better than or in line with their respective indices. Several of our equity funds can thank Samsung Electronics, amongst others, for the good performance in the month. The electronics giant enjoyed a very good second quarter, during which they launched several new mobile phones. So far this year, emerging markets have performed significantly better than developed markets. And this is good news for our equity funds, all of which delivered solid returns in July. SKAGEN Focus is well ahead of its benchmark year to date, while the other equity funds are slightly behind. I mentioned Samsung Electronics as an important contributor in July. Let's take a look at some of the other companies that have contributed positively and negatively to returns in the month. The US finance giant American International Group was amongst the best contributors to SKAGEN Global. The portfolio managers took advantage of the fall in share price following the UK referendum to add to their holding in their company. Two auto manufacturers are among the best contributors to SKAGEN Kontiki. Hyundai is the world's fourth largest auto manufacturer, whose outlook now appears to be more positive. The company recently reported improved profitability despite an ongoing strike at one of its factories in South Korea. The German data chip manufacturer Infineon has been a solid contributor to returns in SKAGEN Focus. The portfolio managers reduced their holdings somewhat following a strong month. And that was a quick look at the highlights in our funds in July. You can keep updated with all the news from our funds by subscribing to our news service. Thank you for watching.